All right, we made it to the prophets. So, what is a prophet? A prophet is someone who speaks for God and kind of foretells the future. They work side by side with the priests, and a lot of times they confront people of their sins and call people to turn away from their sin. And that's exactly what Isaiah did. So there's 5 major prophets, and Isaiah is the first one. And Isaiah is considered the greatest prophet of them all because he foretells the coming of the Messiah and Jesus Christ, as you can see in the verse of the day down here. It says, we'll just start with this, I guess. He was pierced for our transgressions, he was crushed for our iniquities. The punishment that brought us peace was on him, and by his wounds we are healed. So that almost perfectly describes Jesus Christ dying on the cross, which is pretty crazy because this was 700 years before Jesus. So Isaiah wrote Isaiah around 700 BC, and it's a very long book. It is about 66 chapters long. And you can divide Isaiah into 2 sections. We have 1 through 39. Chapters 1 through 39 is about judgment, and chapters 40 through 66 is more about comfort. Isaiah was very popular at first, and then he became very unliked later because, the people of Jerusalem were not turning from their sins, and he was, telling them to, calling them out, saying, if you don't turn from your sins, you will be taken over, and that's exactly what happened. So just going over the timeline briefly, talks about the sins of Israel/Judah, judgment against the pagan nations, God's purpose through judgment, Jerusalem's true and false hopes, and events. There's a little history at the end, events during the reign of Hezekiah, and then it talks more about comfort, which is Israel's release from captivity, a future redeemer, which was Jesus, and the future kingdom or the future covenant that Jesus established. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Very long book, like I said, but a lot of good stuff in Isaiah. And yeah, stay tuned. We got Jeremiah tomorrow.